We have called this van home for 3 full years now, and over that time we have accumulated a lot of stuff and also downsized a lot of stuff. So we think we know a thing or two about what you actually need to travel with in your van. It's not about the expensive gadgets and the snazzy items, it is genuinely about the useful items that we think will make your life easier. They certainly do ours.
These are cool. Okay, these are non-custom fly nets that we got off Amazon. They are for patio doors and they come in a variety of sizes, and they just so happen to fit a Sprinter side door perfectly. We also have them on the back doors as well, and van life would be hell if we didn't have them. Mainly because flies suck, but also Courtney cannot stand just a single fly in the van, and it makes my life hell. So these are definitely worth the price that they... See you fly, get away. These are definitely worth the price that we paid for them. I totally forgot to mention the best feature. They're magnetic in the middle. None of these expensive zip-up ones where if you've got 2 drinks in your hands, how are you going to get out? These you just pull apart and then close back together. You are welcome.
Now this literally is a lifesaver. This is a LifeSafe Technologies fire extinguisher. Look how tiny it is. It's like the size of my face. We have 3 of these inside the van at various points where we potentially could have problems. 1 in the cab, 1 underneath the sink next to the hob, and then 1 back here next to the electrics. Basically having these instead of a big heavy metal fire extinguisher just saves you a ton of weight, and they're easier to store in small spaces. This is also like non-toxic, it's flammable, of course it's flammable. This is non-toxic, non-hazardous, eco-friendly as well, and it does 5 in 1. So instead of needing a different fire extinguisher for different types of fires, this little thing does the job for all of them. Also says, do not drink, just in case you were wondering whoever that's for. I mean, if it's for children, they can't read it, so that makes no sense. But anyway, get yourself some of these. Hopefully you will never need them.
This is our extendy wardrobe thingy-majiggy maker, and it's fantastic. We actually have 2. We have this one which we hang our clothes on in the bathroom, and 1 for our shower curtain. It sits there, and it really helps us maximize the space because the showers are only used like once a week. This is just unused space, so we thought, well, let's put this in here and then we can hang all our clothes in it. I need to put this back in now, don't I?
You do.
And you just like twist it. When we are showering, we need to put the hanging clothes somewhere, so we have these string attached to our handles up here that acts as a second wardrobe. Complete and utter coincidence because we didn't think of that, but it's genius. There we go. This is our Berkey water filtration system, and it's a lifesaver. Everything else in this video is under 50 quid. This one's slightly more expensive, but it can filter water from any source apart from salt water. That's pretty cool. This is the 6.7 litre travel version, and it filters 99 point something % of bacteria, because you never really know where the water has come from when you just fill up at a random tap. So this is honestly the best purchase we've ever made for the van. This just sits behind our sink on the worktop when we're stationary, and then when we drive we just pop it in the sink and stuff some towels around it so it doesn't fly off. Although when you do forget to put it in the sink, it does cause quite a mess, which has happened a number of times now. Hence why it's dented and damaged. Oh well.
This stuff is a godsend, and you might not think it sounds like a big essential item, but honestly, when your cladding gets loose, or your kickstand's a bit squeaky, or your pictures are falling off the wall, you're going to be grateful for having a roll of this. And we honestly don't travel without at least 1 roll underneath the sink now. It's just a nice little insurance policy in case your build doesn't quite hold up on those off-grid roads.
So down here we have our underslung freshwater tank. Now this is pressure filled, which leaves us with a few problems when we encounter different types of taps. Hence why we have lots of different tap fittings. And this is just a fraction of what we carry with us. We also have a different type of hose, because this is like stretchy and it can go over a tap. And that's really useful, or it was really useful in Turkey when there were no threaded taps anywhere. Essentially, we have many ways to fill up our water. The one we use the most is this collapsible hose. It's like 10 meters long and it stores away really, really small, and it's fantastic for what we use. Just clips on here, clips onto the tap, and away you go. If that isn't an option, we then have to turn this system into a gravity fed one, which is where Mr. Funnel and Mr. Orange Pipe come in. What we do is we put this on here, hold this higher than our tank, and then painstakingly pour water from our water bags.
Your hose fell off.
Oh! that also happens sometimes. This is a 100-litre water tank. This is a 10-litre bag. It takes a long time. It takes a very long time. But it means we can get water for pretty much any tap in Europe. Have we failed yet?
No.
We've not failed yet.
Now guys, if you're getting to this point in the video and you're thinking, God, obviously I've got all those things in my van, this video is not for you. So feel free to go and watch one of our other videos, that's absolutely fine. We're just trying to provide some help to people who are maybe newbies to all of this and impart some 3 years of wisdom. This is a relatively new addition to our van, collapsible laundry basket. We've seen this kind of thing in like washing up bowls and stuff that you can take on a campsite to go and do your dishes, but never really a laundry basket. So this actually just helps us save money when we don't want to spend loads on laundry facilities. Sometimes you just want to freshen things up, do a few pairs of pants or a couple of t-shirts, and this is just perfect for that. Also, it was a backup for our water system in case we needed to like fill this with water and then buy a submersible pump to pump water into our system. This is just like a backup for a backup if the funnel never worked. We also have a tiny bucket version, so get yourself one of these because it's really easy to use. If you wanted to, you could also use it as a tiny bathtub. What? Shaking. Can you help me get out?
No. Hooks. Hooks. I know it sounds really interesting, but bear with me. These are magnetic ones. And they stick very well to the side of the van. And we use these to hang all of our wet clothes when we've been in the sea, and also like for laundry and stuff like that. Oh, speaking of laundry, we've actually got something else to show you as well. So in this very classy plastic bag, we have one of these things. I don't know what it's called. A spider hanger? But they can go on any of the little poles we've got in the van, so inside you can hang your undies. I'll not show you that. But we also have a washing line. So when we're at campsites, we can hang up our washing. So simple, yet so effective. And we also have this type of hook. Oh, cool.
I can't get it off. So strong.
Really good. So this is a Karcher window cleaner. Obviously you can use it to clean your windows. That's great because you get a lot of condensation on the front and on the back windows. Another thing you might not have thought to use it for, we clean out our shower with it. So we do our shower walls, and we also squeegee the floor with it because our drain is only in one corner, and for whatever reason the water never just goes straight down. So this works a godsend to get it out of there and not have to sit there with a manual one going for half an hour. Or kicking it down with your foot. Definite upgrade.
Welcome inside to our humble abode. Next up, non-stick mats. might sound really dull, but actually we use these everywhere. So they also double up as a like hot plate, or like a trivet, I think it's called. So we have them kind of like dotted around. We have two that just sit on the worktop. Cluckers, our favourite little man, sits on the worktop, and he doesn't move whilst we drive, which is amazing. He's our fruit bowl, in case you weren't aware. And we also have them that just sit underneath the baskets that sit on the shelf. And that's all that holds them on. We've been down some pretty crazy roads and they don't move an inch. So, happy days. So believe it or not, YouTube doesn't actually pay our wages. Shocking, I know, because we're clearly very professional and we know exactly what we're doing. But we do actually work 3 days a week from this van, have done for 3 years, and we needed to level up our kind of office space. We obviously both work the same days a week, so we bought these stands. They lift your laptop right up to eye level so that you don't get like a hunched back whilst you're working. Really important, like ergonomics there. Is that what it's called? Yes, ergonomics. And then we also got these like Bluetooth mouse and keyboard. So that has made a real difference to our like work situation. If you work on the road, I would seriously consider getting yourself one of these. Now I'm gonna go back to work now. Don't forget to subscribe. So that is 10 essential items that we have in our van that we think could be really helpful for you. Hopefully it was helpful.
And if you want to watch how we make money on the road, go watch this video that's placed right over my face. See you next time, guys.
Bye.